Welcome back to Whiskey Wonder Woman. In today's video, we are doing the new Booker's 2404 last batch of the Booker's this year, Jimmy's batch. You may be confused why it's called Jimmy's batch. It's basically an appreciation for Jimmy Russell from Wild Turkey. Oh gosh. Okay. Bear with me as I'm blind. It's 125.8 proof. It's 7 years, 9 months, and 19 days old. So it's another 7-year Booker's. The last one I just had was the Master's Distiller batch, and it was probably one of my top rated Booker's by far. Some of the batches are coming from the same warehouse as the Master Distiller's batch. So warehouse Z, I, 3, and Q. Pretty sure I said 3, I, and some other one. Alright, let's see if I can read the story. The fourth release of Booker's Bourbon 2024 collection is Booker's Batch 2004 Jimmy's Batch. This batch is named in honor of Master Distiller Jimmy Russell, living legend for bourbon lovers everywhere, and one of my dad's dearest peers, competitors, and most importantly, friends. Jimmy was like a second father to me after my dad passed away. And I've learned a hell of a lot from him over the years. There are many life lessons to thank him for, but here are a few that stand out to me. Once at a bourbon festival, Jimmy came up to my dad and me and poured out 3 glasses of a whiskey he wanted us to taste. It was some real nice stuff. And when Dad asked what it was, Jimmy said it was something new he was working on, something special. I thought it was pretty cool to bring a new product to a competitor and ask what they think. It showed me the importance of trust and camaraderie, and just how much those old-timers respected each other. The other big thing Jimmy taught me was to treat everybody like I wanted to be treated. When we went to events at bars or liquor stores, he always stayed late to make sure everyone got their picture taken and their bottle signed. That is so true, because I got my bottle signed and then I accidentally smudged it. So I went back online and he re-signed my bottle for me, which so sweet. It's easy to take for granted that we get to do what we do because of people that stand in line for our whiskey. But Jimmy never did. Just like Dad, there are a few things Jimmy loves more than a damn good bottle of bourbon. So cheers to him and the mentorship he's given me through thick and thin in all these years. I hope you get to share a glass with company as good and true as Jimmy. Fred, no. This card is so heartfelt. I will keep this card forever because this definitely speaks to Jimmy's character. He actually is such a sweetheart. When I met him last year, and I hope that I get to go to Kentucky next year, and I hope he's there so I can have him sign another bottle of mine. That was a really nice story. I'm glad that I read that. Let's get into this bourbon. I'm really excited now. I paid $100 for it at the Virginia ABC. I think it just dropped because it's the fall time and this is the last batch. So yeah, it just dropped and I was lucky to just grab it. Luckily for the new system in Virginia, it's starting to work out. I don't know if there's like an overflow of bourbon or something, but I'm starting to see more allocated items on the shelf, and there's a lot of allocated items that was allocated a few months ago not on the allocation list anymore. So it's great for all of us that have been wanting to try really good bourbon, and now we get to just walk in and grab it just like old times. Ooh. So again, this is 7 years, 9 months, and 19 days old, and it's 125.8 proof. Okay. Oh, that was a really good pop. Alrighty, gonna let that sit for a minute. Guys, let me know what you think about my new painted wall. I thought a darker color might be good because I was having issues with the quality of my videos, and I thought maybe it needs to be a darker background. Also, I got these shells from Etsy. I don't know what they're called. I think I paid $100 for both of them, and they're awesome. And now I get to have 2 feature bottles on my shelf. One is the Parker's Heritage that I picked up a few weeks ago, and then this is the Four Roses limited edition barrel strength. I have been hunting that bottle forever, and I finally got my hands on it thanks to the new Virginia ABC system, so I have to be grateful that sometimes I do get lucky in getting these bottles. Still haven't stumbled on any Pappies or E.H. Taylors and stuff like that, but I think these are good compromises for me, and especially that I'm getting Booker's. Like, this is one of my favorites that was used to be on the shelf that before allocation. So I'm glad I was able to just walk in and grab this bottle as I needed it. I'm so excited to do a Jimmy's batch. I'm short, so I have to like lean over to the camera. This is the color. Has that nice deep amber color, a hint of red in it. It's really beautiful. This time I didn't pour that much. Going in for the aroma. It smells almost similar to the last Booker's I just had. This is, however, more oaky, and there's much more earthiness in the aroma. However, it still has that Booker sweetness, that vanilla, the caramel, some of those cherry notes that I like. There is a good balance of oak. This one is much more aromatic. Last one I would say which was thicker and dense in the aroma. This is just like flowing. Like when I put it down here, I could still smell it. So I will say that it feels a little thinner, but it's great for the aroma. Yeah, I think this aroma might have hints of leather, and I think it shows some age, which is great. Okay, now I'm getting vanilla. I will say the leather is really strong in this aroma, and I really enjoy it actually. There are still those Booker notes, the vanilla, the caramel, the cherries, but the leather with it, it's actually pretty great. So aroma so far, it's a 10. Okay, my whiskers. Cheers. That had some spice to it. It's gonna clear out whatever is making me sick. Wow. There was a lot of spice at the end. Whew. Wow, that was good. There was a lot of spice also in the taste. There's still spices happening right now. It is a little sharper than the Master's Distiller. All right, I'm gonna take a sip of water. I think the big note here is cinnamon, and that's probably giving a lot of warmth and spice and big flavors, both spicy and sweet, because sometimes cinnamon can be sweet with certain flavors, and in this case it's giving both. Now that I've taken my sip and went back to the aroma, I am getting like a big piece of cinnamon bark right now. Wow, there's a lot of spices, probably holiday spices. Cinnamon, definitely. I want to say clove because there is a little bit of burn. Whew. What I like about it, even though it's Jimmy's batch, it's perfect for this holiday season time. Like if you're a big fan of cinnamon, cloves, ginger, all those holiday spices, you're gonna find it in this bottle. Even though it's spicy, it's going down pretty warm. I will say it is still smooth. Let me read the notes real quick. Age is 7 years, 9 months, and 19 days old. And remember, they always post the lowest age on the bottle, so sometimes they have older batches in the bottle. It boasts a rich amber color shaped by charred white oak barrels, blah, blah, blah. I first tasted this batch at my kitchen table, and its aroma filled the whole room. Didn't I say the aroma was amazing? Wow. That first sip is sweet and smooth. It was spicy for me. And the way the vanilla notes mixes with the brown spice notes is just right. So I guess brown spice notes is like cinnamon, cloves, ginger, allspice blended with vanilla. That's what I imagine. Maybe I should Google it. Inviting you in for another taste. The finish is very pleasant and relaxing in taste. I am really proud to put this batch together for Jimmy, and I know my dad would have loved seeing a batch of his namesake bourbon dedicated to his great friend. This card is getting me in my feelings. Wow. This batch is new, so I don't know if there's actually notes online, but let me check Booker's, the website. I think it might have the same exact notes. Okay, on the website, it's worse. Okay, color is deep amber. Taste is sweet and smooth. I'm gonna add spicy to that. The finish, brown, vanilla, brown spices. Okay, yeah, that's where the spiciness comes in. However, that kicked in the minute it touched my tongue. Finish, pleasant and relaxing. Okay, that's what it said on the card. I wish they put more notes on it. It's definitely giving holiday spices. Yes, brown. Oh yeah, I wanted to Google what brown spices are because I feel like it's referring to me. Okay, brown spices. Katie McCormick, Grill Mates Brown Sugar Bourbon Seasoning. Okay, this random form that I'm in says that brown spices refer to cinnamon and clove. Basically what I said. Wow. I was spot on, guys. Yeah, allspice, nutmeg, mixed with like vanilla brown sugar. Yeah. So it's basically a Booker's batch with some holiday spices in it, which is exactly what is needed for this season. So if you love Booker's and it's the holiday time, get yourself a Jimmy's batch. I mean, the card alone, I mean, I might want to frame this. This is so cute and adorable. I mean, just like the bourbon community, and like it starts from the master distillers and then it comes to us, and that's how we become who we are. With that, cheers to Jimmy, cheers to my whiskers, and I'll see you in the next video.